everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa McKelvey and today we're in the craft room talking a little bit about crochet lingo. I have a kind of a little funny story to tell you. Let me take a sip of my water, hang on. I have kind of a funny story to tell you. So when I started my crochet journey, of course I was all deep into YouTube and I was watching these men, hang on, let me grab there. Arne and Carlos, they are knitters and they're designers, and they have a YouTube channel, which I highly recommend. But they were on it, and I had only watched like one episode, and excuse me, and one of them looked to the other because I was just a crocheting along and listening, and one said the other goes, "Well, I don't know what we're going to talk about next time," and the other one said, "Well, we could talk about UFOs," and I'm going to show my naivety here, but I thought they were talking about aliens. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, they live in the Netherlands, and I mean, not the Netherlands, they live in Norway and Sweden, and I just assumed maybe they were gonna, because it was a quarantine, I think it was during their quarantine, knitting, crochet along, sit and knit. It was like, it wasn't topics just about knitting, so it wasn't that out there for me to think aliens. I'm gonna like give myself the benefit of the doubt because I had only heard UFOs as in unidentified flying object. Okay, so that's when I realized I needed to learn some crochet and some knitting lingo when they said later unfinished objects. I was like, oh, okay. So today's my little video. I have 4 for you that I thought was kind of took me a while to some embarrassed red face to find out, but here they go. So one obviously is UFO, is an unfinished object, not to be confused with number 2, which is WIP, which is whip. Everyone goes Whip Wednesday, and I'm like, what is this? Is a work in progress. So a work in progress is something like I have a whole bunch of work in progress behind us today that I'm going to show you, is different than an unfinished object. An unfinished object is something you started on and you put it aside for a certain amount of time, maybe even a long amount of time. So a work in progress is something you're currently working on. So WIP, W-I-P, work in progress. And just to back up, UFO is unfinished object. Okay, so number 3 is a cowl. I did not know what this was. I am so glad that I kept hearing the term cowl because I finally went into YouTube and searched what is a cowl, and who is now my favorite crochet tuber popped up with the title, what is a cowl? So I was like, okay, good, I'm going to find out what this is. A cowl is C-A-L, stands for crochet along, meaning someone comes up with a design, a pattern, and you all buy their yarn and you go together, and not go together, but you can crochet along. Each week they'll put out different instructions or patterns, and you can follow along and make something at the same time someone else is. Now, I'm fixing to start one on April the 23rd, which today is it's the Saturday was the 10th, 11th, today's the 12th. Today's April the 12th, so I'm so excited. I'm going to start my first crochet along, my first cowl. It's going to be a mystery one. And that's even more exciting because I have no idea what to expect. So I'm going to be doing that, which you can join with me if you want. It's on Ophelia Talks Crochet. Go to her website. You can buy your yarn pack and go to Ophelia Talks, her YouTube channel, and you can watch all the videos where she talks about Mystery Cowl. And it's going to start on the 23rd. I'm excited. I have no idea what we're making. The colors of the yarn, oh, they're beautiful. I can't show you because it's a mystery. It's all a secret, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So, but I can't wait. Now I know there's also crochet along kits, like you can go and buy, and it has all the yarn, it has the pattern and the instructions, and you do it at your own pace. So there's not just the one that's in, what do you call it, in real life, but there's also other ones that you can buy and do, later. And she has on her YouTube channel, and I'm sure other YouTuber crocheters do as well, past cows that they've done. So you can still go buy your yarn and follow. She has them all on a playlist, and you can go along and create and make, those things, even if you can't do it in real time, as they did it. So I'm real excited about that. If you do happen to do the mystery cow, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm really excited about it, and I'd love to have someone to kind of talk to about it when we do it. Which we do have the Facebook group, so I could definitely comment in there, and I love that community that we have, fellow crocheters. It's just a lot of fun. Okay. So then we're going to go to the last tip I have for you. These are really good and quick, which is because I really want to get into my next part. Frogging. I had no idea. I was watching a lady, she was like, I hate to frog it, but I'm going to have to. And I was like, frog it? Frogging? What is this? So you will know, F-R-O-G, frog. Yes, like a ribbit. Get it? Okay, so it's rip it, like take it out. Like you did something, you look back and you go, oh my gosh, I totally missed several stitches. So you have to take it out. Well, that's called frogging. And it's because a frog says ribbit. This is like rip it. I have not done the research to find out where this came from, but that's what it's called. And I kind of like it because having to rip out your stitches is kind of discouraging and no fun, and calling it frogging kind of makes it more fun. Kind of goes, yeah, I'm just frogging. It makes it less emotionally attached to having to redo your whole work and just be done with it, start all over. So those are the 4: UFOs, unfinished object; whip, work in progress; cow, crochet along; and frogging, F-R-O-G, rip it out, ribbit. Those are my 4 tips for you today. Okay, so now I'm going to take a sip of my water. I'm going to start this little segment, I guess we'll call it. I don't know how often I will do it because I don't know how often I can get enough projects done to show you. So today I'm going to show you some of my finished projects, and I'm going to show you some of my works in progress, my whips. We'll start with works in progress. So I told you before about those placemats, the gold ones that I was so happy with. Well, these are them. And I may do some different setups and shots to show you them on the table. And I think I showed them in the last video. But I recently found another, and that's just the flat circle, how to do a flat circle Ophelia Talks Crochet, which I'll put the link below. And then I just made it as big as I wanted for my placemats. Let me tuck my little arm strand back in there. And then I used like really thick yarn, so they're real nice and thick. Okay, so then I told you about how I didn't like that gold color yarn. Well, now I obviously love it. And so I had found another crochet website, Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Oh my gosh, she has such lovely things. And she's doing a kitchen towel all year long. You can do, you can join her Facebook group, but you can also crochet the little topper. My grandmother used to make these, so I remember these all the time around the house, but I never knew how to do it. I never even watched her. So I made one of these, and I made some more. You can see hanging up. But as I was saying, Pamela on Pamela's Adoring Crochet, she has an Instagram hashtag that you can tag, and I don't remember what it is. I'll put it in the description below, where you can tag your crochet towels and do them all year long. And one of the things that I like about, because crocheting it is personal, but it's not just making stuff for yourself. And what she does is she's doing, I think she said 4 a month. And then at the end of the year, she has 4 people who'll get 12. And I thought that's great. I mean, I know of several people that would love to get, I mean, talk about a Mother's Day gift. You could do a set of placemats and the kitchen towel. You could do, I mean, and a table runner. I mean, I would love something like that. And I think a lot of women would. And you don't have to do like bunny rabbit themes. You could figure out if they like wine, do a wine bottle. Like I did strawberries and pineapples and, what's the other one? Oh, just live colorfully life. So you can tailor it toward their personality, maybe just a certain color. But anyway, I thought that was a great Mother's Day tip and idea. And so also she does slippers, which I'm going to do. So for Christmas, someone or many someones are going to get a set of placemats, a set of towels, because I'm now addicted to making them, as we all see Teresa gets prone to get addicted, and slippers. So I just think it's fun to be able to create, but it's even more fun to be able to share that with other people and to give it to them. And the feedback I get from everyone is how much they love crochet, made items. So, okay, so let's go to our next section. I'm gonna have a sip. Hang on. Okay. Today I'm going to be brave and show you my whips. The reason it is brave is because I don't know when I'm going to finish them. So once I kind of put it out there, y'all are going to hold me accountable, which is great and good. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. First, I want to start on this end. I love a lot of things, as y'all know. Okay, so I enjoy crocheting, and I enjoy crocheting while I watch a lot of YouTube. And on YouTube, I really I've discovered narrowboats. And in England, there's canals, and they have a canal waterway, and you can go on it just on the weekend, or you can do live aboard. And so there are a lot of YouTube channels of narrowboaters. And so I have a couple of my favorites, as you know. I tend to do that. But one of them is doing an art contest. And they have opened it for all genres of art to include like fiber arts. And so it's the Narrowboat Chronicles, Chris&Shell. And I think they have a hashtag called Creative Crew. I don't know if it's exactly that. I'll put it in the description box below. But so they're doing this. It's going to end soon. And I'm trying to have enough courage to send in a picture of mine. But I was doing the feather and fan stitch, which I'm going to do it up close. And it has the waves. And I love the colors because to me, it's like, it reminds me of the ocean. I used to live in Japan, and there were times the ocean was very green. And so I'm going to submit this, hopefully, and see what happens. So that's a work in progress. It's almost finished. I'm actually making that as a lap blanket for someone who doesn't even know. I just saw on Facebook that she had some medical issues, and so I thought, well, I'll make her a lap blanket. So I got to finish that. So that's that one. The next one is a little fun one. We have a baby coming in the family, and so I'm doing a Star Wars The Mandalorian themed color. That's their nursery is in those colors, and so it's also a feather and fan stitch, and so I'm doing a baby blanket for them. This last blanket I'm doing is for another YouTuber who's having her first child, and her name is Traveling Kay, that's her channel, and she's in New Zealand, and she travels all around with an RV and camper van, and so I'm making this play blanket following Ophelia Talks Crochet play blanket design. It's 2 rows double crochet 2 rows granny stitch. And so I'm almost done with that. So those that I have in progress, my whips, and then 4 crochet terms that as a beginner, a newbie, I didn't know anything about. And so now you'll know, in case you didn't know. If you're even thinking about getting into crochet, you're already ahead of where I was. So there you go. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Share it with your other crafty crochet friends if you think they would like it. And definitely leave me a comment below telling me which ones surprised you of the Crochet Lingo. If you would have thought that they were going to talk about UFOs, I was all for it. I was like, okay, I'm just crocheting. It's entertaining. Sure, I'll listen to you. I think that's all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and my new little segment of show and tell. So we'll see you next time. Bye.